That's it, huh?
Which one for the office?
Which one? Which one?
Sorry, in the middle.
Oh, so I may do another exhibition this year.
Which one?
I don't.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it? I mean, what? Because and I told people this. I said, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains. I mean, it's his life, and from the very beginning, he's like, I want to be the best.
What happens when the sharpest mind in boxing history teams up with the pound-for-pound king wanting greatness? This isn't simply another sparring session. Floyd Money Mayweather has returned to the ring to lead Terence rather than fight, but Crawford goes off against the one and only Canelo Alvarez. Floyd isn't simply giving but a courtesy visit. He's studying footage, evaluating footwork, and imparting the secrets that only a master of defense knows, and the timing is odd. Floyd has been teaching Gervonta Tank Davis for years, but he is now in Bud's camp, just before Crawford's biggest test yet. Is this merely a strategy? Is Floyd sending a message to Canelo and Tank? Let's break it down. Terence, Crawford has always been a silent killer, cold, calculated, and focused. No flash, no frills, just punishment, and fans were surprised to see Floyd Mayweather come into his gym as he was prepared to face Canelo Alvarez.
So it was totally different. But, you know, with these two guys fighting, it was, you know, I can't really speak on it. I don't really want to speak on that fight because I don't want to take nothing away from Terence Crawford or Earl Spence.
But that is exactly what happened this week in Las Vegas. Floyd joined Crawford's closed-door training session not as a spectator, but as a guy. He wasn't wearing chains and didn't come with an entourage. This wasn't Money Mayweather. This was Pretty Boy Floyd, the technician, tactician, and template for defeating Canelo Alvarez.
One of the things that people forget is that Floyd went through a big transition of his own. If you go back to the early parts of his career and you watch when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was a much more aggressive fighter and he would put himself in danger much more. And then when he became Money Mayweather, like as it got later and later in his life, he just got so much more brilliant defensively. And then he became the guy that you see shutting out Canelo Alvarez, stopping all these guys, just shutting everything down. He just became this defensive wizard to the point where you'd see world-class fighters like Sugar Shane Mosley, who did tag him, but other than that, once he recovered, he didn't really know what to do with Floyd. Floyd just had the answers to his style. He had figured him out.
Floyd knows how to beat Canelo. After all, he's done it before.
One of my favorites was the Canelo fight because it was just a masterclass. Masterclass in just a young, incredibly promising champion, a guy who's going to be an all-time great, but not yet. You're not ready for that guy.
You know, Floyd always catch him young. he catch him coming up,
young or old.
Yeah,
like
he catch him young. Yeah, you know, and he tap you up and then he say thank you.
Yeah,
you know, next.
He did a smart thing too. He got him to cut down 152 pounds.
Yeah,
got him a little lighter, a little smaller, a little more dehydrated,
a little weaker.
Yeah, a little weaker, and then just box him up.
Let's not forget that in 2013, Floyd Mayweather gave Canelo Alvarez his first and only clean loss. He made a mess and outclassed him. It was boxing's version of a masterclass. Canelo looked confused in the ring, flailing at shadows as Floyd danced circles around him.
Canelo was 23 with 43 fights and 30 knockouts, and the world said he was inexperienced. I was 36 with 40-something fights, and to tell you the truth, I was over the hill.
That bout changed Canelo's life forever. He bulked up, got sharper, and became more dangerous, but Canelo has never forgotten his loss. It's the blueprint he's tried to erase for over a decade.
I mean, you fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you
I
think
think it's one tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
And now, the same man who humbled Canelo in his prime is training the last boxer with the ability to repeat history. Terence Crawford.
Yeah. But what makes Floyd the best, so unique, something that we have not seen before?
His defense and his instincts. I think Floyd had the best defense in boxing history.
Better than Sweet Pea?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know Sweet Pea has to do.
But
Sweet Pea had defense, but he ain't that offense like Floyd.
According to reports inside the gym, Floyd has been hands-on in his coaching. That and his defense, Floyd came up with his own argument.
I got my own fucking defense, man. That's the Mayweather. I got my own style in boxing. That's the Floyd Mayweather style. My dad taught me to show the rope. But the thing is this, I don't care who done it first. It's mine because I mastered it. And somebody said, the Philly shell. My thing is this, I love Philadelphia. But at the end of the day, that's the Mayweather defense.
Floyd is also working on time the uppercut, which is one of Canelo's go-to shots when opponents shell up. The fact that Bud is absorbing that information shows how invested he is. And let's be honest, when Floyd speaks, you listen.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to boxing on the outside because I feel like the fight game is a little crazy right now. And the reason why the fight game is crazy, everybody doing it for the wrong reason. A lot of fighters are looking at money Mayweather, where I was older and I felt like I put in so much hard work as a youngster, you know, from 19 all the way to 29 for 10 straight years. So right now we'll box on the outside. Touch him with the jab. Touch him with the jab.
And the fact that Floyd is on his side implies Bud knows that this isn't just another fight. Defeating Canelo would catapult Bud into the top 5 all time.
Along my career, I've been criticized and people have taken credit away from me just to try to diminish my accomplishments just off of pure hate. So what would they be able to say with me going up 2 weight classes? If Canelo become undisputed again and I beat Canelo, what could they say? They'll say something, but what
they're gonna find something, you know that.
But what can they really say?
Right.
You know?
So, here we are. It's official. Canelo Alvarez will face Terence Crawford later this year. No catchweights, no tune-ups, no politics.
When did it come to a point, how long ago was it for yourself when you realised that the Canelo Alvarez fight is a possibility for you?
Just you know what I mean, looking over the landscape of boxing and the opportunities and the accomplishment that Canelo had, and you know, sizing them up and things like that. I know we ain't never been in the ring before, but you know, it's a great opportunity for me in my career.
And that idea of yourself of chasing greatness, inside, how much does that excite you over that with it all together, that idea of chasing greatness? And it's always something you've done, to do that sort of stepping up in weights. How much is that an exciting proposition for you?
Oh, it's very exciting. It's like throwing gasoline on a bucket of fire. You know, I'm very competitive, and I'm looking to be competitive in a fight in September.
Crawford is moving up to 168 pounds to face one of the sport's most feared fighters, which is what makes this fight so exciting. This isn't just about belts or heritage, it's about risking everything to achieve greatness.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. And he does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
It's a tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even even more, try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit, it's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Canelo has clearly been the king of the super middleweight division, undefeated.
What I'm saying is everything Crawford knows, Canelo knows, and he knows it on the job better than Crawford because his resume is better. So, hey, Crawford got the Batman IQ. Well, he's going up against Tony Stark. Canelo ain't drooly, dumb, and Crawford is the skillful, knowledgeable. Canelo knows more than Crawford in the ring because he did it. He has better on-the-job experience than Crawford. When it comes to IQ, it may be Canelo who's the IQ fighter. And I'm trying to let you guys know, on-the-job experience count. Canelo got better experience at this than Crawford. Crawford, on the other hand, is a better athlete, but that doesn't mean he has higher IQ than Canelo.
Let us talk out what this means for Bud Crawford. This isn't simply stepping up a weight class, it's straight into the lion's den. Canelo has swapped shots with monsters at 168 and even 175. His power hits differently. Just ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev. Everyone felt it.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Crawford, on the other hand, started at 135 pounds. Let that sink in. He's moving 3 full categories from his lightweight days.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Many professionals are worried for him, with some questioning what would happen if he gets a clean Canelo shot to the ribs or chin.
Spaceman Films. What up, Biz? Who you got? Canelo Crawford.
Yeah, got Canelo. I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford can absorb those punches. I know he's a great man and a great warrior. When you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo, I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody can do better than Charlo did last night.
Do skill really pay the bill? Because that would be tough.
Pay the bill. That's why Canelo skillful too.
This is not Spence. This is not Porter. This is Canelo's face in Mexican boxing, with crushing power in both hands.
What I'm saying is everything Crawford knows, Canelo knows, and he knows it on the job better than Crawford because his resume is better. So, hey, Crawford got the Batman IQ. Well, he's going up against Tony Stark. Canelo ain't drooly, dumb, and Crawford is the skillful, knowledgeable. Canelo knows more than Crawford in the ring because he did it. He has better on-the-job experience than Crawford. When it comes to IQ, it may be Canelo who's the IQ fighter. And I'm trying to let you guys know, on-the-job experience count. Canelo got better experience at this than Crawford. Crawford, on the other hand, is a better athlete, but that doesn't mean he has higher IQ than Canelo.
Rolly Romero had strong feelings about this fight.
Canelo. I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Really? Yeah?
Now, I'll tell you like this, I mean, the weight division things, you know, but I hope Crawford beats this shit.
Why do you want to see Crawford beat the ish out of Canelo?
I just hope Crawford beats this shit.
Like Canelo, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like, you like Crawford that much?
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to boxing in every way. Canelo.
Andre Ward, on the other side, thinks Crawford can defeat Canelo. I'm going with Terence Crawford, a big weight jump and a risky fight, but someone has to show me that they can break Terence Crawford's land, that he can't figure it out against you. I mean, no disrespect to Canelo, but like I've said before, I'm not going against Terence Crawford against anyone right now. You have to prove to me that you can beat him, and here's the trick. Crawford has been here before. Every time he moves up, the naysayers say he's too tiny, and every time he shows them wrong and takes over, they say all kinds of ridiculous things about me moving up and having a hard time, but he went up and waited, and lost. That is the difference. I got up, waited, and won. He went up and lost, so don't do that. Canelo, let us not forget, but has Floyd Mayweather in his corner now, which is a deadly combo. Just ask Gervonta Tank Davis, he knows what mentorship can achieve. And speaking of Tank, the story does not end there. Let's not pretend Floyd's visit to Crawford's gym happened in a vacuum. Floyd has a relationship with both Bud and Tank Davis, so this goes deeper. We all know Tank was Floyd's golden boy, the money team's pride and pleasure, but things fell apart. Tank severed ties with Floyd, began a feud with him, and openly chastised him.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Brother, it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes. We need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make.
Fast forward to today. Tanks is no longer topped by Floyd. He is now training with Derek James.
The money.
Fast forward to today. Tank's no longer being guided by Floyd. He's training with Derek James now.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's, I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
this
it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
But Crawford, who used to be Floyd's quiet rival, is now the one capturing Floyd's attention, guidance, strategy, and plan. Do you think Tank isn't watching it and feeling some way? Let's not forget Bud and Tank almost got into a fight on Twitter not long ago. Crawford mocked him. Tank answer, "If we fight right now in the streets, I'll break your neck, and that's on my kids, and you know it, I know it, and the entire world knows it, and I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If we had to fight outside, I'd break your neck." But when Tank shot rounds at Bud, Floyd made it clear which side he was on.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta
and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is family. Like you usually don't.
Yes.
You know,
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, and so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about like some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like in your mind, where? Because obviously, like you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. It's good to see him in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen. And there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. That's just my opinion. We all entitled to our opinion. And I think just in the sport of boxing right now, I think we need to start sticking more together.
Floyd is busy coaching rather than promoting. That suggests he sees something in Bud, possibly something he didn't notice. In Tank, I remember hearing about an incident between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And I heard that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there were too many distractions for him there, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at the time was that Floyd gave Javan one of his penthouses, or residences, in the Palms Hotel and said, "This is yours. I will provide it for you." He bought Gervonta a Jeep when he wasn't a world champion. He bought him a Jeep, a 4x4, He essentially stated, "I'll make it easy for you. I do not want you to travel to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is right for you. I was told that Gervonta sold all of the furniture, the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore to buy a Benz. That's what they told me at the time." So Floyd Mayweather's appearance to Terence Crawford's training camp is more than simply a boxing headline. It's a message. Heritage meets heritage. IQ meets IQ. And it all takes place while the biggest name in fighting prepares for war. Canelo is already dangerous, but with Floyd whispering into his ear, he may be unstoppable.
You say, "I want Canelo." Is there anybody in the camp that would say, "You're not ready for this"?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, "Oh man, you will whoop his ass."
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Masvidal.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
Buckle up. This isn't simply Bud versus Canelo. This is Crawford versus history. So that ends today's video. If you loved it, remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell symbol so you don't miss out on future videos. And don't forget to leave a review below. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next film.